Hey everybody, Poultry here with another Age of Magic video, and I have a cheeky bit of information to share with you all. Patch 1.6 is coming mid-May, and between now and then, Age of Magic team is going to release 3 sections of patch notes detailing what they plan to release, and this video will cover what is in section 1. This part of the notes will cover the new Dark campaign, Valley of Treasures, and worldwide release, and if you stick around to the end, I have a little sneaky prezi for you all. So here is an overview of what the Dark campaign part of the patch will consist of in 1.6. All the heroes that you have come to know will be divided into Light vs Dark. The original campaign will become the Light, while the identical campaign will be released for the Dark. The difference is, however, that the Light campaign will follow Roland, whereas the Dark campaign will tell us of a story of a brand new character who has been tasked with hunting down the Knight of the Council Roland. As of this time, I have no idea what the character's name is or what he is capable of, but looking over him, he kind of looks like a mime with his white makeup. So he might be able to mimic his enemies, or he could just be a slippery little fox who uses evasion and stealth. Either way, time will tell. So everyone who is of level 18 and possesses at least 3 Dark heroes will be able to begin the Dark campaign. This mode uses the same energy as the Light, will contain both normal and heroic modes, and from the start of the patch, 2 acts with 15 chapters each will be available. Personally, I think this is a bloody good patch because it allows us to farm more champion shards and equipment, and will able everyone to gear up their champions much easier, I believe. So here is a photo of Roland. Everyone knows him. He's the main character for the Light campaign, or soon to be Light campaign. And then we have this fella. Now he will be the champion or villain, whichever way you want to look at it, for the Dark campaign. And like the Light campaign, you will receive a champion shard for him for every node you complete. So between normal, heroic, and the 2 acts they release, you will be able to receive 60 shards from him from release of 1.6. So I believe that takes him to star level 4 or 3. I'm not too sure. So yeah, farm them, train your Dark heroes, get ready, and he should be a fairly powerful hero. He'll be the focus for 1.6, so I have no doubt he'll be pretty strong when he's released. So the next part of the notes talks about a new additional game mode that they're releasing called the Valley of Treasures. Now the Valley of Treasures, I assume, will be something like Tomb of Horrors. It will reward you with silver, skill cubes, experience potions, champion shards, and a new currency called rune coins, which I assume will be used just like the TOH currency, where you can buy champions or equipment with it. So that's a really good add to the game. It's going to allow people to gear their champions faster. It's going to allow people to receive champion shards faster to get you those star levels for your champions. Now, the library is protected by someone called the Librarian, which is a Knight of the Council, which is also an interesting bit of information, because up to this point we don't know a lot about the Knights of the Council except that Roland is part of them. So again, this is another good step. We're learning a bit more about this faction, and hopefully a lot more will be released with them this patch as well, because they seem like very powerful and interesting characters. So the Valley of Treasures is also introducing a new type of energy to the game. I've talked to members of Age of Magic, and they have told me that this energy will restore itself as regular energy does. Whether or not it restores as fast as regular energy, which restores 1 per every 10 minutes, is unknown at the moment. We'll just have to wait and see. So it's a good update. I like it. It's going to give us something else to do in the game. It's going to give us another method of collecting equipment and champion shards, or maybe something else that they've yet to inform us about. So the last bit of information for this section of patch notes is that the game is now released worldwide. You do not need to wait for 1.6 to come out. The worldwide release has already been established. So if you have friends that you want to play with, or you know someone who does want to play the game and they haven't currently been able to because the game hasn't been available in their region, it now is. But it is only for iOS. Android will be released later on. Now for something a little extra. Like the patches in the past that have released several new characters, with 1.6 we will only be receiving 2 new obtainable characters in the game. One of them is Old Mate here, who will be attainable through the campaign, and this little scamp. Now, all I know of this character is that her name is Lucky, but apart from that there isn't much to go on. Examining her though, I suspect she will be a caster because she's carrying a staff, maybe a support unit or a healer. I can't really see her being a damage caster, but this is all speculation. Obtaining her though, I have a feeling her shards will be available through the new game mode Valley of Treasures, but we won't know until mid-May. Apart from that, thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, remember that Age of Magic has a Discord channel which can be accessed through the little cog icon in the top left corner of the game interface. I'm in the Discus Poltro, but there are plenty of members in there who are always willing to help or give advice. Take care, and all the best.